Welcome back to TechKidFX for another phantom price prediction update, and in this video I'll be giving you the latest developments that have been happening here on the phantom chart. And before I start the video, make sure that you give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and also check out the channel membership. And allow me to start the video here on the 1 hour chart by first giving you a recap of what has been happening and also give you the short-term scenarios that I'm expecting to play out, where you can see that phantom from these low prices that had been trading within, that is at around the $0.16 mark. We started a very nice bounce to the upside, obeying the AD12 structures, where I have that high at around the $0.26 mark, terming it as a high for that higher AD12 count 1 to the upside. After seeing the high for that higher AD12 count 1, we saw this ABC corrective structure having the wave C completing the formation of this higher AD12 count 2 at around the $0.19 mark. And after seeing the low for that higher AD12 count 2, whatever we expect next is a bounce to the upside in the formation of this wave 3 before we see a wave 4, then continue pushing even higher in the formation of that wave 5 and sketching out a minimum target area to the upside in the formation of this wave 3, which I believe is what is playing out here on the charts. I can connect the trend based Fibonacci from the low of the first wave to the high of that wave 1, then drag the fibs to the low of the second wave, and that gives me a minimum target area at the fib level 1.618, which perfectly lies at around the $0.3531 mark, which is a target area that you have fully maximized and made a high at around the $0.3592 mark in what I'm terming as that higher AD12 count 3 to the upside. And because the wave 3 to the upside is an impulsive wave, I also expected to see fractal waves in formation within that higher AD12 count 3, and within that wave 3 you can see I have this AD12 structure in blue, where I believe the wave 5 has seen its high and also completed the formation of that higher AD12 count 3 to the upside. And now my primary scenario is that we are seeing the formation of this wave 4 to the lower side, and using the Fibonacci's I sketched out a minimum target area to the lower side in the formation of this wave 4 by connecting the fibs from the low of the second wave to the high of that wave 3, and that gave me a minimum target area to the lower side in the formation of this wave 4 between the fib level 0.5 and the fib level 0.618, which lies between the $0.2761 mark and the $0.2567 mark, and that is the minimum that I'm expecting this wave 4 to the lower side to do. And because the wave 4 is also a corrective wave, I'm also expecting to see an ABC corrective structure play out, and there are chances that we might have seen the low for that wave A, having that as the wave A, then we might have also seen the peak for that wave B, and whatever we are seeing at the moment might be that continued movement to the lower side in the formation of this wave C. And for it to fully play out, I expect phantom to lose the key area of support at around the $0.288 mark and then continue pushing a little bit lower after seeing the retest of that key area of support to fully maximize our target area down here. And because I believe we have seen the low for that wave A and also the high for that wave B, I can sketch out a minimum target area to the lower side in the formation of this wave C using the trend based Fibonacci, connecting it from the high of that wave A to the low of the wave A, then drag the fibs to the high of that wave B, and that gives me a minimum target area at the fib level 1.618, which perfectly lies at around the $0.2688 mark, which is a target area that is within this red target area that I have sketched out over here using the Fibonacci's. So let's be patient and see how that plays out, and that is what I'm expecting on the short-term scenarios. And before I give you the long-term scenarios that I'm expecting to play out, we can first take a look at the indicators. Here on the RSI you can see we are trading at around the 49 mark, meaning we have massive room for us to support any movements to the upper side and also to the lower side, and it's fully supporting that movement to the lower side in the formation of this wave 4. And also taking a look at the MACD, we have printed a bullish cross, meaning we might see a bit of a short-term bullish movement on the charts. So let's be patient and see how that plays out. And once we see that retracement to the lower side in the formation of this wave 4, that will be another chance to get back into phantom before we see that bounce to the upside in the formation of that higher AD12 count 5 to complete a higher AD12 count 1 to the upside. And jumping to the daily chart to give you the long-term scenarios that I'm expecting to play out. Here on the daily chart you can see that we have this chart pattern, which is a falling wedge, which was supposed to give us a breakout to the upper side, and we saw the breakout. And also here on the daily chart you can see we have a key area of resistance that we were facing at around the $0.3067 mark, which is a key area of resistance that we have managed to break above, and at the moment whatever we are seeing might be a retest before we continue pushing even higher. And if I zoom out, you can also see that I have this ED12 structure right here in red, which is giving me the long-term scenarios that I'm expecting to play out, where you can see that Phantom, from these low prices that we had been trading within, we saw a very nice bounce to the upside, making it to an all-time high at around the $3.5 mark, completing the formation of that higher ED12 count 1 to the upside. Then after seeing the all-time high, we started the bear market, where we had been seeing no prices in this ABC corrective structure, which took us back to around the $0.16 mark in what I'm terming as a higher ED12 count 2. And on the long-term scenarios, I'm expecting a bounce to the upside in the formation of this higher ED12 count 3, and using a trend-based Fibonacci, we can sketch out a minimum target area to the upside in the formation of this wave 3, which perfectly lies at around the Fib level 1.618, and that is at around the $5.73 mark, and that is the minimum that I'm expecting that higher ED12 count 3 to the upside to do. And also expect to see fractal waves in formation within that higher ED12 count 3, having the wave 5 completing the formation of that higher ED12 count 3 to the upside. So let's be patient and see how that plays out, and I'll keep you updated.